Hi there, it's Chris here, and in this video we're going to go through the best Mandoline Slicers out there today. Now I've narrowed this list down to my absolute favourite 5, so no matter what you're looking for, there'll definitely be something on this list for you. So before we jump in, drop a like, subscribe and hit the bell to be updated with new videos. Alright, as usual, I'm going to skip all the fluff and just jump right in. If you want to confirm my recommendations, go down in the description and check out that list to ensure you get the best price. Alright, so the first one on the list is going to go to my personal favorite. It's the Mueller Living Adjustable Mandoline Slicer. Now, this isn't just a slicer, it's really the Swiss Army knife of the veggie world. It's like the Bruce Lee of kitchen gadgets, super sharp, reliable, and ready to shred anything that crosses its path. If you've ever felt like chopping veggies is more of a workout than a prep step, this bad boy is here to change the game and your forearm endurance level. Key features: sharp blade. It's not just sharp, it's really sharper than that one friend who's always got a witty comeback. The V-shaped blade doesn't mess around. It'll slice through veggies like they owe it money. Versatile. We're talking straight slicer, wavy slicer, coarse slicer, fine shredder, and julienne options that make your kitchen feel like a culinary playground. It's like having 5 tools in one, but without the existential crisis of wondering which one to use. Dishwasher safe. After a long day of slicing and dicing, just toss it in the dishwasher and forget about it. Easier than pretending to like kale at a dinner party. Freely adjustable thickness as well, from paper thin elegance to thick enough to survive a zombie apocalypse. You control the thickness. Finally, a way to adjust something without feeling judged. And built-in storage. Comes with a handy little box for storing those extra blades, which means you're less likely to find one hiding in a drawer and turning snack time into a blood sport. So who's it for? Well, it's perfect for anyone who wants to feel like they've got Gordon Ramsay skills without the yelling. If you're sick of uneven slices or just need a gadget that makes meal prep quicker than your last breakup, this one's a winner. Whether you're a veggie virtuoso or a kitchen newbie, this is ready to handle your kitchen chaos. The next one is my recommendation for the best handheld option. It's the Kyocera Soft Grip Ceramic Mandoline Slicer. So really the lightweight champ of handheld slicers. It's so compact and sleek, it could probably fit in your back pocket, you know, if that's your thing. It's like the minimalist dream. If Marie Kondo was into mandolins, this would be her go-to. Think of it as the tiny ninja of your kitchen arsenal, ready to slice and dice with stealth and style. Key features: ceramic blade. Forget metal. This ceramic blade won't rust, won't dull, and definitely won't give you that metallic aftertaste when you're slicing your morning apple. It's like a Jedi of blades, precise, smooth, and a bit mysterious. Super compact as well, small enough to tuck away into a drawer, even that drawer that already has 17 mismatched Tupperware lids and an old birthday candle. Perfect for those who believe counter space is for fancy coffee makers, not bulky gadgets. Lightweight, at just 4.6 ounces, this slicer is so light it could almost float. You could probably wield it with one finger, just don't, because sharpness, but think of it as the ultralight hiking boot of slicers. 4 thicknesses. You've got 4 settings, from super thin to just thick enough to look like you know what you're doing. Sure, it doesn't have an infinite range, but sometimes you need just a few options, like the classic vanilla chocolate strawberry of slicing thicknesses. Affordable for a little over $20. It's almost suspiciously cheap, but hey, who doesn't love a deal that doesn't end in buyer's remorse? So who's it for? Well, it's for anyone who likes their gadgets as low maintenance as their relationship. It's ideal for tiny kitchens, tiny budgets, or tiny hands that want a big impact. If you're not trying to impress anyone with 10 blade styles, but just want a quick no-nonsense slicer that won't hog your precious drawer space, then this is what you need. The next one is my recommendation for the best beginner option. It's the Dash Safe Slice Mandoline Slicer. So this is so beginner friendly, it's practically got training wheels. It's like the safety goggles of the slicing world, perfect for those of us who'd rather keep our fingers attached. This thing is so safe it could be the poster child for a public service announcement on kitchen safety. If you're new to slicing and dicing or just have an unsteady relationship with sharp objects, this one has got your back. Key features: safety first design. With a chute and plunger that lets you push the food towards the blade, your hands never come close to the sharp bits. It's like a bouncer at a club who makes sure you stay safely away from the danger zone. And folds flat for storage. When you're done, the slicer collapses down like an awkward handshake, making it easy to stash away. Perfect for those tight kitchen spaces where even the cutting board has to squeeze in. And multiple slicing options. With 8 thickness settings and options for julienne and matchstick cuts, it's got more settings than your average dating app, and unlike the app, it's actually useful. Perfect for skinny items as well. While the narrow chute can be a bit picky about what it accepts, It's ideal for smaller veggies like cucumbers, carrots, and zucchini. Just don't expect to fit a watermelon in there unless you're planning to carve it down to the size of a grapefruit. And beginner friendly, of course. If you're the type to fumble with a butter knife, this slicer will make you feel like a pro. Just don't let it go to your head and try out MasterChef right away. So who's it for? Well, it's for anyone who's been banned from using their own knife set. It's ideal for beginners, the accident prone, or just anyone who values their fingers more than their ability to slice a whole watermelon at once. If you've got a small kitchen and a big desire to stay safe while slicing, this is for you. The next one is my recommendation for the best value option. It's the OXO Good Grips handheld Mandoline Slicer. So this is the budget hotel of slicers. Sure, it doesn't have the rooftop pool or room service, but it's clean, functional, and gets the job done without any frills. For less than the cost of your favorite fancy sandwich, this slicer will be chopping veggies faster than you can say impulse buy. It's basic, but hey, sometimes basic is what you need. Key features: super affordable at just under $20. This slicer won't break the bank or your spirit. It's like the thrifty friend who always insists they don't need anything fancy and somehow manages to be right. Simple to use. With a no-fuss design, this slicer has one job and does it well. There are no complicated parts or confusing settings. Just you, the slicer, and the veggie. It's a minimalist dream. Easy to clean as well. After you're done, rinse it off, give it a little scrub, and you're back in business. It's not one of those kitchen tools that spends more time in the sink than it does in action. And 3 thickness settings. Well, it's not going to give you a million choices. 3 settings is plenty for most people. Think of it as the vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry again of the slicing world. Classic, reliable. Guard could use a little work, I should say, though. The included guard is about as helpful as a broken umbrella in a hurricane, but hey, you do get what you pay for, and at least it's trying. So who's it for? Well, it's for anyone who wants a solid slicer without bells and whistles or a hefty price tag. It's perfect for those who need the basics and aren't too bothered by a guard that's about as cooperative as a toddler at nap time. If you're all about practicality and keeping things simple, then this one is a value-packed choice. The next one is my recommendation for the best premium option, and this is the OXO Good Grips Chef Mandoline Slicer 2.0. So really the Rolls-Royce of slicers. This has got more options than your last vacation destination list and cuts better than your best friend with a grudge. At this price, it's almost like buying a kitchen assistant with a penchant for precision. If you're ready to up your slicing game and aren't afraid to drop some cash on it, then this is the tool that's going to make you feel like the chef you've always told people you are. Key features: top-notch guard. This guard actually works, and that's not something you can say about most things with guards. It grips the food tighter than your grandma on a downhill roller coaster, which means you can slice away without any surprise finger injuries. Stainless steel blade and surface as well. Rust? Well, this slicer's never heard of it. With stainless steel cutting through your veggies, you're slicing and dicing with a blade that laughs in the face of time and oxidation. 21 cutting options as well, so we're talking straight, wavy, julienne, and even a French fry option. With 21 unique cuts, it's like a mandolin that went to college, got a PhD, and is now making everyone else look bad. And 11 thickness settings. When you're this specific, you're either a perfectionist or someone with way too much free time. Each setting is clearly labeled, so you can pick your thickness without playing vegetable roulette. And a bulky design though. Sure, it's about as compact as a fridge, but what it lacks in smallness, it makes up for in just sheer power. This is not the slicer you hide away. It's one you display proudly, maybe even start a conversation around it. So who's it for? Well, it's for those who take their slicing real seriously, like maybe too seriously. If you're ready to commit to a slicer that's got more features than your smartphone and want something that can tackle every vegetable imaginable, and maybe even some fruits, then this splurge is calling your name. Ideal for anyone who isn't afraid to spend a little extra on a kitchen tool that'll probably outlive them. All right, so those are my recommendations. Hopefully there's something on that list for you, but if you have any questions, drop them down below. And if you found value in this video, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.